But our whole conversation is about friendship.
Mhm.
And I wanted to just sort of outline something of the nature of friendship. One of these days, we'll do a whole episode just about friendship and what friendship actually is and what it actually means. Because that's something
And
that's
this
sort
is
of lost on the modern world. But I'm going to go back to Aristotle and add in my own little flair because I'm definitely not a presumptuous nitwit.
oh, but this is also good to do before we actually discuss how the friendship is formed, because all I've done is set the historical stage, and I'm
So Aristotle makes three kinds of friendship, or he outlines three kinds of friendship. There's friendship of pleasure, friendship of utility, and friendship of virtue. Now, friendships of pleasure, that's the guy you like to go to the bar with. Uh, maybe you're on the same pickup basketball team. Maybe you see each other at the same events and you just enjoy being around each other. He's your mate that you go to the pub with. But there's not really anything deeper, anything more than that there. You show up, you talk about football, and then you leave. That's kind of all you are. Then there's friendships of utility, and that's usually I know a guy. It's that kind of friendship. It's I got a hole in the wall. I got a buddy who does drywall. How about I call him and see if he can give me a hand with this? Or hey, my engine's making a weird noise. I know a guy that's a whiz with engines. Why don't I call him and see what he can do? And see if he can help me out. That's a friendship of utility. Or it's almost everybody has this. I know a guy with a pickup truck and I need to move. I'm sure everybody has that family member of utility. Like, we
depending
invite
on
you
the
to
thing.
Thanksgiving dinner because somebody is going to want your pickup truck when they move. But again, it
Because you
doesn't
bring the
really
best
go any
beer or
deeper than,
whatever.
yeah, other than that, it doesn't really go any deeper. Maybe you talk about, oh, how's the family? How about them Cardinals? That sort of thing. But it doesn't really go any deeper. And then Aristotle mentions friendships of virtue. Now, that is one that goes much, much, much deeper. That is one that actually is a connection and a bond between two people where they are each trying to help each other become better. They come to each other with problems and they pose solutions to those problems. They're like, hey, can we just sit down and talk for a while? I'm having a rough time. Sure, let's sit. And you may do those other things with them, like, oh, we want to have this chat. All right, let's go work on the motorcycle and we'll talk about it. Or let's go to the pub and we'll talk about it.
Or let's just work on the motorcycle because it's fun to do, right?
Or that too,
Like,
because
it
like a
doesn't
friendship
preclude
of
any of
virtue,
them.
you can do the other things with as well. But the point is that you are closer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you're like brothers, like David and Jonathan in the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was a friendship of virtue. People who are actually together and want to help each other become more. And maybe not even consciously, but just by their friendship, they do help each other become better. Now, I have a fourth addition to this. That is something that I came up with. And friendships of virtue can evolve out of any other kind of friendship. Like, you don't just meet a guy and then all of a sudden your friendships of virtue. You start with one of the other two. Now, Aristotle had pleasure and utility. I have a third one, and that is a friendship of circumstance. Basically, it's, well, I kind of have to be a friend because I don't really have a choice.
Mm.
That's your coworkers, really. You got to get along with these guys because you have to. Because if you don't, things don't work out really well.
Which doesn't involve necessarily using them for anything, nor does it involve doing fun things outside of work. Like, it's
Not
the
really.
lowest grade of the four.
Because, like, a friendship of utility, it is that guy that has the pickup truck. It is that guy who's good with drywall. It is that guy who's good with engines. With a friendship of pleasure, it's like, well, I single you out because you're a lot of fun to go to a baseball game with. You're a lot of
Yep.
fun just to have over at the house for a game night. A lot of fun just to play video games with, whatever. You're great at a dinner party, that sort of thing. With the other two, it is actually about that person. With a friend of circumstance, that can be any human being. Anybody with a pulse can potentially be a friend of circumstance. Because your coworkers, it could be replaced, and often are. But there is still a kind of friendship there. that there has to be. It's like a level just barely above acquaintance.
Yeah, acquaintances, I don't know you, but I also don't know you at all.
So
Or I know you
basically,
barely.
yeah. Yeah, acquaintance is, well, I saw you at my kid's soccer game that one time and we had a good conversation. And I'm going to call you on the phone to see how you're doing because I don't have anything better to do. Or I'm wondering where my kid is, so I want to see if he's at your kid's house. I want to see if he's at your
Hmm.
house, that kind of thing. Or even, an acquaintance can be somebody that you see on a regular basis, but basically never talk to. You know who this person is, don't know anything about him.